Welcome, tech enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into the world of online privacy with a step-by-step guide on how to use the Tor browser. Let's get started. Fire up your current preferred browser and head to your favorite search engine. In the search bar, type Tor browser and hit enter. Look for the top result that leads to torproject.org. That's our destination. Now that we're on Tor Project's homepage, scroll down a bit until you see the Download for Windows button. Click on that, and your browser will prompt you to choose where to save the installer file. Pick a location and click Save. Now, locate the installer file you just downloaded and double-click to launch it. The installation process is straightforward and user-friendly. Simply follow the on-screen prompts. Once the installation is complete, the Tor browser will launch automatically if you left that option checked. And just like that, we're in. You're now looking at the Tor browser interface, your new gateway to anonymous browsing. To get started, click the Connect button. This action connects you to the Tor network and establishes a circuit with guard, middle, and exit nodes. It's like setting up your own personal encrypted tunnel through the internet. Now that we're connected, let's open a website to see how this works in practice. We'll use example.com for this demonstration. Type example.com into the address bar and hit enter. Once the page loads, look for the circuit icon next to the address bar. This little icon is your window into the Tor network. Give it a click, and you'll see the details of the current Tor circuit, displaying the nodes being used. Tor routes your traffic through 3 nodes, guard, middle, and exit, to anonymize your connection and hide your identity. Think of it as your internet traffic taking a secret, winding path through different servers before reaching its destination. For instance, you might see a guard node located in Germany, a middle relay in the United States, and an exit node back in Germany. This international relay race of your data helps anonymize your traffic as it passes through different countries before reaching its destination. To switch the circuit, click New Circuit for this site. This refreshes your current connection and assigns a new set of nodes for the website you're on. It's like taking a different route to the same destination. You'll still end up at example.com, but you'll have traveled a different path to get there. For even more control over your anonymity, click the 3-line menu in the upper right-hand corner. This menu gives you the option to choose New Identity. This is like hitting the reset button on your entire browsing session. It closes all tabs, clears your browsing data, and assigns you a new Tor circuit with a different IP address. This feature is incredibly useful when you want to start fresh or ensure that your browsing activities cannot be linked together. Now that we've got a handle on Tor circuits, let's dive into the security levels and settings of the Tor browser. This is where you can really fine-tune your privacy and security to match your needs. Tor provides 3 security levels: safe, safer, and safest. To access these settings, click the 3-line menu in the upper right-hand corner and choose Settings. Now, click on the Privacy and Security section. This is where the magic happens. All the security options are here, including the ability to adjust your security levels. Scroll down until you see Security Level. Here, you can choose between the safety levels. Think of these as different shields you can use, each offering progressively stronger protection, but potentially limiting certain website features. Let's break these down. Safe is like a basic shield. It allows all website features to work, but offers the least protection. It's good for browsing trusted sites, but it's not recommended for sensitive activities. Safer is your middle ground. It's like upgrading to a reinforced shield. This mode disables JavaScript on non-HTTPS sites and blocks some fonts and media. This reduces potential attacks while still allowing most sites to function normally. It's a good balance between security and usability. Safest is your fortress mode. It disables JavaScript entirely and limits many website features. While this provides the highest security, it might break some websites. Use this when you need maximum protection and don't mind if some sites don't work properly. For most users, starting with safer mode is a good balance. It provides strong protection while keeping most websites functional. However, if you're dealing with sensitive information or browsing in a high-risk environment, don't hesitate to switch to safest. Next, let's review the deceptive content and dangerous software protection options. These are like your browser's built-in bodyguards. They help block dangerous and deceptive content, such as phishing sites or malware, and can prevent dangerous downloads. You'll also get warnings about uncommon or potentially unwanted software. It's generally a good idea to enable these protections, especially when you're downloading files or visiting unfamiliar websites. They add an extra layer of security to your browsing experience. Now, let's check the HTTPS only mode section. Good news, this is already enabled by default in Tor browser. HTTPS only mode ensures that all websites you visit are securely encrypted. It's like having a personal bouncer that only lets you into secure, encrypted connections. This provides an extra layer of protection for your data as it travels across the internet. Finally, let's talk about search engines. Click on the search section from the left sidebar. By default, Tor browser uses DuckDuckGo, a privacy-focused search engine that doesn't track your searches or personal data. It's like having a librarian who helps you find information but immediately forgets what you asked asked for. Here, you'll find a select few privacy-respecting search engines. Some even offer Onion versions, which are special Tor-specific addresses for an extra layer of anonymity. While the list isn't extensive, each option is carefully chosen for its privacy features. Take a moment to try out these few alternatives and see which one aligns best with your browsing style and privacy needs. Now that we've covered safe usage practices, let's dive into a crucial feature of Tor: bridges. To set up a bridge, let's navigate to the Bridges section under Connection Settings. You'll see a few options here, but don't worry, we'll walk through each one. Think of bridges as secret pathways into the Tor network. They're especially important if you're in a country or on a network that blocks access to Tor, or if you want to further conceal your use of Tor. Bridges help disguise your connection and bypass censorship, acting like a cloak of invisibility for your internet traffic. First, let's look at setting up a built-in bridge. Click on Select a built-in bridge. You'll see a few options pop up: OBFS4, Snowflake, and Meek Azure. Let's break these down. OBFS4 is like a master of disguise for your Tor traffic. It makes your connection look like random data, making it hard for censors to identify. This is suitable for most situations and is often your go-to choice. Snowflake is like a digital shapeshifter. It routes your connection through temporary proxies, making it appear as if you're placing a video call. This can be useful in some censorship situations. Meek Azure is the stealth bomber of bridges. It disguises your traffic as if you're connecting to a Microsoft website. This is particularly useful in regions with heavy censorship, but keep in mind it's typically slower than other options. If you're not sure which to pick, go with OBFS4. It's the most commonly used bridge type for bypassing censorship and works well in most situations. Once you've made your selection, click OK. This enables the bridge, allowing you to connect through the selected method. Now let's talk about custom bridges. These are like secret passageways into the Tor network that aren't publicly listed. If someone has given you a custom bridge address, you can use it here. Click on Replace Bridges and a new window will pop up. This is where you can paste the bridge address you've received. Think of it as entering a secret code that unlocks a hidden door. After entering the address, if you have one, just click Next to proceed. But what if you don't have a bridge address and need one? Don't worry, the Tor project has got you covered. You can request a bridge in a few ways. One option is to use the Get Bridges bot on Telegram. This is like having a friendly robot assistant who can provide you with bridge addresses on demand. Another option is to email the Tor project directly. They can send you bridge addresses that aren't publicly listed, making them harder for censors to block. And you can visit the Tor project website for more options on obtaining bridges. They regularly update their methods to stay one step ahead of censorship efforts. Lastly, you can also get bridges from the BridgeBot without leaving Tor browser by clicking the Request Bridges. Now that we've covered bridges and bypassing censorship, let's dive into managing extensions in the Tor browser. Extensions can be powerful tools, but they can also impact your privacy, so it's crucial to handle them with care. Let's check out the default extensions in Tor browser. Open the Extensions menu by clicking the three-line menu in the top right corner and selecting Add-ons and Themes. You'll notice that NoScript is installed and active by default. This handy extension blocks scripts automatically, giving you manual control over script permissions for specific websites. It's like having a bouncer for your browser, letting you decide which scripts get VIP access. When it comes to adding more extensions, remember, less is more. Tor browser is designed with privacy in mind, so adding too many extensions could potentially compromise that. If you do decide to add extensions, stick to those that are privacy-focused and absolutely necessary for your use. NoScript, which comes pre-installed, is an excellent starting point for most users. When browsing with Tor and accessing .onion websites, remember that while Tor enhances privacy, it's not foolproof. Be cautious of risks like correlation and endpoint attacks that could compromise your anonymity. Onion sites are part of the dark web, accessible only through Tor, and offer increased anonymity, but they can also host illegal or malicious content. Verify site legitimacy, avoid scams and malware, and don't share personal information unless sure. For safe browsing on Tor, avoid logging into personal accounts and use the new identity feature for separate tasks. Be cautious with document handling to prevent accidental IP exposure, and never torrent via Tor. Always keep your Tor browser updated. While Tor is a powerful privacy tool, staying cautious and vigilant is essential for maintaining security. From here, you're ready to take your first steps into the world of anonymous browsing. Whether you aim to use the web anonymously or delve deeper into the dark web, remember to stay cautious and aware of your actions. And there you have it. You're now equipped to use Tor browser, from installation to safe browsing on the dark web. Remember, use this powerful tool responsibly. If you found this guide helpful and want more privacy tips, don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, enjoy your safer, more private internet experience.